60-year-old Chinese grandmother Suminit had no intention of becoming a feminist icon. She was only trying to escape her abusive husband when she hit the road in 2020 in her white Volkswagen hatchback with a rooftop tent and her pension. "I felt like I could finally catch my breath," she says, recalling the moment she drove away from her old life. "I felt like I could survive and find a way of life that I wanted." Over the next 4 years and 180,000 miles, the video diaries she shared of her adventures, while detailing decades of pain, earned her millions of cheerleaders online. They called her the road-tripping auntie, as she inadvertently turned into a hero for women who felt trapped in their own lives. Her story is now a hit film that was released in September, like a Rolling Stone, and she made it to the BBC's list of 100 inspiring and influential women of 2024. It was a year of big moments, but if she had to describe what 2024 meant to her in a single word, she says that word would be freedom. As soon as Suminit started driving, she felt freer, she told the BBC over the phone from Shenyang, just before she headed south for winter in her new SUV with a caravan. But it wasn't until 2024, when she finally filed for divorce, that she experienced another kind of freedom. It took a while to get there. It's a complicated process in China, and her husband refused to divorce her until she agreed to pay him. They settled on 160,000 yuan, $21,900, £17,400, but she's still waiting for the divorce certificate to come through. But she is resolute that she doesn't want to look back. "I'm saying goodbye to him." The road to freedom. In her new life on the road, Sumin's duty is to herself. Her videos mostly feature only her. Although she drives alone, she never seems lonely. She chats with her followers as she films her journey, sharing what she has been cooking, how she spent the previous day, and where she's going next. Her audience travels with her to places they never knew they would long for. Xinjiang's snow-capped mountains, Yunnan's ancient river towns, sparkling blue lakes, vast grasslands, endless deserts. They applaud her bravery and envy the freedom she has embraced. They had rarely heard such a raw first-hand account about the reality of life as a Chinese auntie. "You're so brave. You chose to break free," wrote one follower, while another urged her to live the rest of your life well for yourself. One woman sought advice, because she too dreams of driving alone, and an awestruck follower said, "Mom, look at her. When I get older, I'll live a colorful life like hers if I don't get married." For some, the takeaways are more pragmatic yet inspiring. "After watching your videos, I've learned this. As women, we must own our own home, cultivate friendships far and wide, work hard to be financially independent, and invest in unemployment insurance." Through it all, Suminit processes her own past. A stray cat she encounters on the road reminds her of herself, both of them having weathered the wind and rain for years, but still managing to love this world that dusts our faces. A visit to the market, where she smells chili peppers, evokes the smell of freedom, because throughout her marriage spicy food was forbidden by her husband who didn't like it. 4 years Suminit had been the dutiful daughter, wife and mother even as her husband repeatedly struck her. "I was a traditional woman, and I wanted to stay in my marriage for life," she says. "But eventually I saw that I got nothing in return for all my energy and effort, only beatings, violence, emotional abuse and gaslighting." Her husband, Du Cheng, has admitted to hitting her. "It's my mistake that I beat you," he said in a video she recently shared on Douyin, TikTok's China platform. A high school graduate, he had a government job in the Water Resources Ministry for 40 years before retiring, according to local media reports. He told an outlet in 2022 that he beat his wife because she talked back, and that it was an ordinary thing in a family. How can there not be some bangs and crashes?